Students, welcome back to today's session. In today's session, we will take a numerical on three-hinged arch. First, I will take the three-hinged parabolic arch which is shown here, and we will find out bending moment, normal thrust and radial shear at D. So the question for this arch is to find bending moment, normal thrust and radial shear VR at section D. So this is a three-hinged parabolic arch. You can see the span is 15 meters and it is subjected to two loads, 30 kN at a distance of 3 meters from support left and 20 kN at a distance of 3 meters from support right. So the span of the arch is 15 meters, the central rise is 4 meters. So we will find out bending moment, normal thrust and radial shear at D. For that, let's first find out the reactions. I will call this reaction as VA and reaction at B as VB, and horizontal thrust, you know it's already the symbol for that is H. So we need to get these things first. So let me take first moment about B equal to 0 with clockwise positive. You can see moment about B equal to 0 of all the forces. First is VA into 15 acting clockwise, then minus 30 into the distance between 30 and B, that is 15 minus 3, 12, minus 20 into 3. Then moment into H is passing, because H is passing through B, so moment of H is not existing at B. So this is equal to 0. When you do the calculations, you are going to get VA is equal to 28 kN acting upward. When VA is equal to 28 kN, apply sigma V equal to 0. That means VA plus VB minus 30 minus 20 equal to 0. So in that way you can find out VB will be equal to, total load is on the arch is 20 plus 30, 50 minus 28, that is 22 kN. So VB is 22 kN acting upward. Now let us find out the horizontal thrust. For finding horizontal thrust, we will take moment at C equal to 0 that we already have done in the previous certain standard examples. Let us take on the left hand side only. Moment at C on the left hand side. So how many forces are acting on the left hand side? VA, H and 30. So let's take VA. I am taking moment at C, so VA into 7.5 minus moment at C equal to 0, VA into 7.5 minus 30 into the distance between 30 and C, that is 7.5 minus 3, 4.5 minus H into 4. H into 4 anti-clockwise, VA into 7.5 clockwise minus 30 into 4.5 anti-clockwise is equal to 0. So with this, you know already what is the value of VA. VA is equal to 28 kN. So when you substitute, you will get the value of horizontal thrust. The horizontal thrust is calculated now. So it is 18.75 kN. So we found out horizontal thrust reactions. Now we will find out bending moment, normal thrust and radial shear at D. So let us first find out what is bending moment at D. Bending moment at D is algebraic sum of all the moments on the left side. So how many forces are there? VA into 3 clockwise, then minus H into YD. This is bending moment at D. VA into 3 clockwise minus H into YD. YD is this distance. So we have to find out what is YD. For that we know the formula for the parabola. The square parabola with A as origin, y is equal to 4hx upon L square into L minus x. 4h, h is the rise. So I will substitute 4, rise is 4 meters into x upon L square. L square is 15 square into 15 minus x. So when you substitute or when you simplify, you are going to get y equal to 1.0667x minus 0.0711 x squared. So So this is the expression for y. In this expression, what you need to substitute is y at x is equal to, because we need to find out yd, y at x is equal to 3 meters. Y at x equal to 3 meters, which is nothing but yd. So when you substitute yd or x equal to 3, you are going to get like this: 1.0667 into 3 minus 0.0711 into 3 square. So yd you calculate, it is going to be 2.56 meters. So this is yd. So substitute this 2.56 in the moment expression here. So moment at d will be equal to VA, we know already VA is equal to 28 into 3 minus H into YD. H already we have substituted, we have found out 18.75 into YD, we just found out 2.56 meters. So you are going to get moment at D, when you do the calculation, it will be 36 kilonewton meter. Now let's find out normal thrust and radial shear. Normal thrust is given by, we know the formula for normal thrust that we have seen, H cos theta plus V sin theta, and radial shear VR is equal to V cos theta minus H sin theta. So this is the expression for radial shear and the expression for normal thrust, H cos theta plus V sin theta, V cos theta minus H sin theta. It's all about getting the values of V, H and theta. So what is H? We know already, there is no need to do the calculation. We have already found out H. It is 18.75 kilonewton. That is horizontal thrust. What is V? V is vertical shear at D. Vertical shear is algebraic sum of all the vertical forces on the left or at D point. So V at D is equal to, V at D is equal to VA. VA is, we know already it is 28 minus 30. That means minus 2 kilonewton. Or V at D, if you take on the left, just on the left of D, it's only VA, because only one force is there, that is 28 kilonewton. Either you can take minus 2 kilonewton or 28 kilonewton. That means at D there are two vertical shears. That is VA only, because it just consider on the left of D, it's only VA, that is equal to 28 kilonewton. Or if you include this 30, it is VA minus 30, that is minus 2 kilonewton. So what I will do is, I will take VD is equal to minus 2 kilonewton and do the problem, or find the normal thrust and radial shear. Then you can also do this by taking VD equal to 28 kilonewton. So this is about vertical shear. Now what is theta? For finding theta, we need to know what is the expression for y. We know already the expression for y is 1.0667 x minus 0.0711 x squared. So let us differentiate this. Dy by dx. Dy by dx is 1.0667. Differentiation of x is 1 minus 0.0711 x square differentiation is 2. This is dy by dx. We want dy by dx at x is equal to 3 meters. So substitute dy by dx at x is equal to 3 meter. That you are going to get, this is equal to tan of theta. Just substitute. So dy by dx at x is equal to 3 meter is tan theta. And once you know tan theta, take the inverse of this. You take this dy by dx, this is equal to tan theta. Take the inverse of this using calculator, you will get the value of theta, and that value of theta is equal to 32.62 degrees. Or tan theta is equal to 0.64. You can do the calculation and check. Tan theta is equal to 0.64 and theta is equal to 32.62. So you know theta, you can see here. You know H, you know V. So do the calculation. You will get normal thrust. Substitute all the values H, theta and V. Of course, V I am substituting how much? Minus 2. You can substitute 28 and get another value. So normal thrust with V equal to minus 2 kilonewton will be 14.71 kilonewton, and radial shear VR will be minus 11.79 kilonewton. So this is how we get normal thrust, bending moment and radial shear in case of 3-hinged parabolic arches. So keep this in mind. The equation of the parabola, how to take the moments. First I will tell you the entire procedure once again. Take moment about B equal to 0, you are going to get VA. Then take moment about C equal to 0, you are going to get H. Once you know HVA, then find out bending moment at D. Bending moment at D is VA into 3 minus H into YD. YD, how to find out YD? You know the expression of Y, and using that expression you can get YD. Substitute X is equal to 3. And then to find out normal thrust and radial shear, use these equations. H is horizontal thrust, already known. Theta is to be found out. How we should find out theta? Because we know already Y. Differentiate that is tan theta. Substitute X equal to 3 because we want at D. Then tan theta at D is equal to 0.64 or theta is equal to 32.62, and vertical shear at D is VA minus 30. That is VA is 28 minus 30 minus 2. You can also try, with vertical shear only equal to 28. You are going to get another two values of normal thrust and radial shear. So I am going to pause here. When we meet in the next class, we will have some more problems. Thank you.